Bro, I ain't gonna cap. I don't know what I got going on, bro. Like with this sleep, I might need to go see a damn doctor or something, bro. I ain't been asleep. I ain't been asleep, bro. Um, honestly, honestly, bro. In the past 2 days, I'm operating off like 5 hours of sleep right now. Like no cap. But shit, I'm not really sleepy, bro. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, but I'm gonna go to sleep after this. Hold on, let me share this live and let everybody know I'm live real quick. So they know what's going on. Cause I know everybody gonna be getting their notifications. But I'm about to tell y'all how the influence of Al Green, Kingston, what up though? Quan, B-Way, baby, Danny, Jerome, Professor X, what up though? I'm about to tell y'all how the influence of Al Green messed up a whole play, bro. Whole play. Before I even get started, man, I want to give a big happy birthday shout out to one of my supporters by the name of Talik. This is a little surprise for you, bro. You feel me? Somebody, let me know that it's your birthday tomorrow and that you be watching your boy. You know what I'm saying? So I wanted to personally tell you happy birthday. I hope that put a smile on your face, my boy. I hope you enjoy it. Yeah, man, big shout out to Talik. Listen, man. Hiram in here. What up, though? Okay, y'all in here, so we finna take flight. I'm about to tell y'all how the influence of Al Green messed up a whole play, bro. So this old school dude, at this point, I was on his security, and y'all know I done explained to y'all. Y'all know I done explained to y'all what I mean by when I say security. Like you gotta watch them, you gotta be on them. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be with them, make sure don't nothing happen to them. Like basically, it sounds stupid for the people that's never been a part of a gang or a group, organization, whatever you want to call it. It sounds stupid to people that don't live that way. But it's like, it's damn near like me saying, I'm going to let something happen to me before I let it happen to you. You know what I'm saying? Let me crank up this AC real quick. Hold on, I can't even continue. I feel the bald head finna start sweating. I could feel it. So, Big Joe, what up, though? Okay, so I'm on his security. So the mornings where he want to go to breakfast, most of the time I was going to breakfast because this story I'm telling y'all is I was kind of new into my bid. I mean, y'all should know that by me saying something about Al Green. Y'all know, I smoked Al Green in the beginning of my bid, but my last couple of years it was over with. I cut it off. So whenever he wanted to go to breakfast, I just had to be on him. I'm gonna read all the super chats when I'm done. I just had to be on him. I had to make sure, everything A1 with him, ain't nothing funny going on. And bro, we go to breakfast. It's a perfectly normal morning, one morning, like 5 o'clock in the morning. The shift had changed uh early as hell, bro. They usually don't change it till like 6 or after 6, but it was like 5 something ish. We was coming back. It was a new officer. She a nice looking little thing, you know what I'm saying? I'm talking about long hair, don't care. You know what I'm saying? Skin was beautiful. I'm talking about skin looked it so clear, bro. Like it looked crazy. So we go to breakfast. We coming back from breakfast. When we coming back, the girl is standing in the door where the salad port opens. She's standing like in between the door, and she had already popped the main door for us to get back in the dorm. So we can see her as other people going in the dorm. So at this time, it's only me and old school that's walking in the dorm together. There's more people behind us, but I'm saying they not just super close on us. You know what I'm saying? Bruh, as we approach the door, getting ready to walk into the dorm, this lady is like so-called herself start rapping or whatever the case. But she just hitting the door real slight and she smiling. And she said, chocolate nigga with waves, oh, I love that. Me and old school both looked at her. She started smiling super hard. We went in the dorm. Old school went to his room. Well, I went to his room with him, you know, checked under his bed and stuff like that. Went to my room, went on about my business. Probably about 20 minutes later, I hear, say, C-Bill. This was an angry ass old man. Say, C-Bill. Say, C-Bill. So I pop out real fast. I'm on his security. I'm like, shit, I got to make sure ain't nobody trying to hurt Unc. I pop out. I got the candy bar in my hand, but my hand's still in the room. I'm like, what's up, Unc? He like, man, come here, man. So I'm like, man. So I run down here. I don't know what he might got going on. So I run down here. I'm like, what's up, Unc? What going on? He said, hey, G, you know, I mind my business and all that. He said, but what the hell that girl said when we walked in the dorm? I said, who? He said, the damn girl out there at the office. I said, man, she said something. She said, goddamn, chocolate nigga with waves. Oh, I love that or something. I said, she was singing a song or something. He said, you ain't went back and said nothing to her? I said, hell no, I said something to her for what? He said, CBL, you a dumbass nigga. You dumb as a shit sandwich. That was his favorite thing to say. So I'm like, I'm so confused, bro. It's probably almost 6 o'clock in the morning, but I'm young, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's almost 6 o'clock in the morning. I'm like, bro, what is you talking about, bro? He said, bro, you the only one dark skinned with what? Oh, I'm tripping. He said, bro, you the only one dark skinned with waves, bro. The girl was talking about you, bro. She was shooting her shot. She was trying to get your attention. I said, bro, no the hell she wasn't, man. Now listen, keep in mind this. Keep in mind. All these stories y'all hear me tell about, oh, I hollered at the officer. I was talking to the officer. Oh, he was going with the officer. He had the officer as a girlfriend. Bro, listen. When I first came into the system, that wasn't a big trend, bro, unless you was playing with the paperwork for real. Because, bro, I done seen people get pulled out terribly with the candy bar just for being spotted talking to an officer. Like when I first came into the system, it was like, like, you know, they was telling me like, boy, ain't no talking to the police. Ain't no talking to the police. Whoever talked to the police a rat. You know what I'm saying? So it wasn't a big trendy thing to just be seen talking to the police. That's another reason I kept walking, because I'm like, shit, I ain't, you know what I'm saying? I ain't doing no talking to the police. He said, bro, you the only one dark skinned. Because he had a bald head back then. Bro, listen, when I say from the center of my head all the way down to my hairline, bro, it was not one straight piece of hair. It was spinning. It was like a honeycomb. He was like, bro, you the only one dark skinned with waves, bro. He said, she was talking to you. You a dumbass nigga. He said, bro, you better go say something to that girl. So I'm like, bro, how the hell, what makes you, you know, so I tell him like about the snitch stuff. He like, man, ain't no damn body finna say you no damn snitch, man. These folk know you ain't no snitch. He said, and if somebody say you a snitch, I got you. I'm gonna stand up for you. Now listen, old school done been on high max. Old school was locked up at first for some bodies, got the charges dropped, got out, caught another 20, and eventually they gave him life, bro. But when I say ain't nobody bothering old school. Old school is off the chain. Off the chain, bro. So if he say this, then I know we good. So I'm like, all right, bet. I turn around, I walk out his room. I get halfway to the booth. I look straight up. The girl looking straight up at me, bro. I'm probably like 21 or something, bro. 20, 21. I look at her, she look at me. She go down looking at some paper like writing something, but she started smiling. I get nervous. Why? I don't know. I turn around, go back to old school room. Yeah, in the beginning of my bid, I promise you, bro, that snitching, that was a big thing. Like you ain't want to talk to the police, bro. So I go back to old school and knock on the door. I go in there. He was reading the Bible. He got some glasses on. He just looked so funny with that shiny ball. His head about this big. I'm not being funny. His head so fat and long, like a big ass extended meatball with glasses on. And when I pulled the door open, I said, "Hey, So he looked up at me. He was like, "What's up, bro? What's up?" He thinking I'm finna come back and tell him some feedback about something. I said, "Hey, what you think I should say to her?" He said, "Man, damn, CBL, you a dumbass nigga, CBL." He said, "Damn, CBL, how the hell you done made it to prison? You done made it to big boy prison, CBL, and you don't even know how to talk to a damn girl?" He said, "Damn, you a dumbass nigga, CBL." So I'm like, it used to be funny when he used to say that. I think if it's about something silly, but shit, I ain't think it was funny at this moment because it's like, hey man, just because you 78 years old, nigga, and you got all this experience, nigga, I don't. You feel me? So I'm like, bro, listen, just because you 92 years old, bro, you feel me? That don't make me dumb, bro. He said, what she said? What she said again? And then I'm like, bro, how the hell you cussing, calling me dumb, talking about I'm dumber than the shit sandwich, and you sit here reading the Bible? You got the Bible out of your hands. So he just ignored that whole comment. He was like, what she said? She said, dark skin with waves. I love that. I said, yeah. He said, did what you do, CB? Did what you say? Because she was light skinned. She was like yellowish, like high yellow. He said, did what you do, CB? He said, you go over there and you act like you rapping. You go straight over there to that little flap and you hit the flap, you do a little beat. But he was like, make sure she ain't on the phone with nobody, make sure ain't no other officer in that booth, and make sure it ain't another inmate standing over there where they can hear you. And he said, go over there, make you a beat, and say, yellow bone with long hair, I love that. I'ma call her Vanilla, cause I love that. He said, and based off what she said, that's gonna make her laugh, CBL. And that's gonna make her laugh, and that's gonna be an opening to a conversation. So I'm looking at him like that. I said, light skin with long hair, I love that. I'ma call her Vanilla. He said, yeah, yeah. I say, man, that shit is so lame. You gonna have me looking like Cornball Jamal in this motherfucker. He said, CBL, man, you don't know shit. You don't know shit. Just go do it, man. I'm telling you. So I'm like, okay, you know what? Okay, I'm gonna go do it. When I say I'm nervous, bruh, why I don't know. I was so I think I do know. It was number one, just straight up approaching an officer, and I know I done seen dudes get they melon bust open for talking to officers. And I'm slick, like going to say something slick to her, you know what I'm saying? So they just had me a little nervous, bro. So I go walking. I get halfway to the booth. I done stopped, started talking to my partner. I done went to the water fountain, got a drink of water. I done went upstairs to my room, came out the room. When I came out the room, old school was standing at his door downstairs. He was looking upstairs at me. He was like, I was like, not yet. He said, CBL, you a dumbass nigga. And he went back in the room and closed the door. So I'm like, you know what, bro? Worst come to worst, it is what it is. I mean, worst come to worst, she gonna tell me what? Go ahead on about your business. I'm gonna get rejected, whatever the case, I don't care. So I go down there. I look around. It ain't no other inmates because it's still early, bro. It's not even that many of us woke. I go look in the booth. She looking straight at me. I look at her. I look past her. I look around, make sure ain't no officer right there. Look out this little part, make sure ain't no officer right there. And I lifted up the flap. She was still sitting there. She was looking at me. She said, what's up? Smiling. I said, I put my head down in the flap and I started hitting the metal. I was like, light skin with long hair, I love that. I'ma call her Vanilla, cause I love that. And when I looked back up, she bust out laughing, bro. She screamed. Listen, when I say she screamed, the flap was open. She said, ah! When she went to screaming, it's like two people on the Big Flo, like looking at the TV, out there watching the news. They look back. They all the way in the middle of the floor sitting at the bench. They look back. The girl screamed loud. She was laughing so hard, bro. And then, they got the chairs that roll. It's a rolling chair. She rolled over to where I was standing at. And, it's a glass, big ass glass in between us. And she said, that was so corny. That was so corny. Oh my God, I can't believe you said that. She was like, but I like it. I like it. She said, you know what? I just like that you had the balls to come up here and talk to me and say that. She said, so I like that. I'm messing with that. Bro, I felt so relieved, bro. I felt so relieved. I'm like, oh my goodness. I said, maybe I am dumber than a shit sandwich because damn, I ain't mean to say that. I'm like, old school, show on point, you know what I'm saying? And we just went to chopping it up, bro. You know what I'm saying? We just went to talking. We went to chopping it up for a long time. So she'll let me know, like, Bill, go ahead on, come back in a minute. And then, like, whenever she say that, I notice a lieutenant to come up there. Because what the lieutenant used to have to do, they got to go to every single dorm every day. And they got to pick up, like, count slips, or they might come drop off medical forms, all kind of stuff like that. So it's been like that off and on all day. So I go push up on old school. I go to old school room. One of the times she was like, come back. She had to use the bathroom this time, though. She was like, just come back in a minute. I go in there, I'm telling old school what happened, what was said. So he like, okay. He said, all right, listen, CBL, listen. He said, don't rush it, G. Don't rush it. Don't say nothing stupid, because you real stupid. Don't say nothing dumb, G. He said, just take it slow. Just talk to her. You feel me? Let her get comfortable with you. He said, G, I'm about to tell you this right now. I said, what? He said, whatever you do, there's two things I need you to not do. I said, what's up? He said, do not get caught up talking about no other inmate. He said, I don't give a damn if she bring him up. I don't know, and change the subject. He said, do not do that. He said, another thing you do not do is try to be something that you're not. He said, because a female can sniff that shit out a mile away. He said, bro, be yourself. Be yourself, G. So I'm like, all right, that's shit. I do that anyway. You know what I'm saying? So he's like, all right. So I go back over there after about 30 minutes. I gave her about 30 minutes. I went back over there. She filling out all her paperwork, and she talking to me. She looking down, she filling it out, and I'll be looking out the window. She'll look up occasionally, just to make sure ain't nobody walking up to the dorm. And then if another inmate, like, trying to come over there, what they'll do is, they'll be like, say CBL. And I look back, he'll be like, I'm trying to grab a goddamn request or something. And then I either ask her or sometimes I just push off and let him do it, because I don't, you know what I'm saying? So everything's smooth. She flirting with me. We flirting with each other. Before she left, she talking about some, you gonna be my boyfriend or something. I'm like, hell yeah, you know what I'm saying? So she leaves. She told me to come back, holler at her in the morning. I'm like, all right, cool. So I go back over there to old school. I'm telling old school what happened. When I told old school, the girl said, you gonna be my little boo thing, my little boyfriend, whatever she said. He said, and what you say, G? G, what you say, G? So I did this just messing with him, right? I was like, man. He said, ain't no fucking way, C-Bill. He said, man, you so motherfucking dumb, G. He said, you dumb as a shit sandwich, G. He said, you so stupid. What you said, G? What you said? I know you said something stupid, G. Tell me what you said. I was like, man. He was like, CBL, you an idiot, CBL. He said, I done real life came to conclusion, you a motherfucking idiot, G. He said, nigga, we could have just got a pack in, nigga. He said, nigga, that girl like you like that, flirting with you like that, and you done fumbled the ball and said something stupid. He said, man, don't you know that girl probably bring you something, and we can eat, we can get some money together? He said, you're stupid, G. That man ain't like his 60s for real, you know what I'm saying? And I was like, I'm just playing, folks. I'm just playing. He said, so what you say, G? What you say, G? Bald head, went to sweat. He go to wiping it. He done grabbed a rag and wiped it. He said, so what you say, G? So I was like, I was like, yeah, for sure. I like that. You know what I'm saying? And she started smiling at me, and she left and told me, be back here in the morning, come holler at her in the morning. So he was like, okay, G. He said, you show G, you ain't lying. I said, man, hell no, that's what happened for real, you know what I'm saying? So he like, all right. So he telling me, you know what I'm saying? Now he got me like this. I've been around him a lot anyway, but now he like, cause he know I'm young, bro. He know this is my first time in prison, and I ain't gonna cap. He know I was a slick a little bit. I think scared, you know what I'm saying? Cause when I first made it to that big boy prison, he pushed up on me one day and was just like, shit, what's up, G, you straight? I'm like, yeah. He like, man, why the hell you looking like that? Then he said something to me like, nigga, you don't even look like you belong here, bro. You don't look like you built for this. And shit, I don't have pride issues to try to cap and, you know, make it sound like something else. Shit, I didn't belong there, you know what I'm saying? And so he just used to try to be on top of me and stuff like that. So he just telling me like, listen, bro, you know, just play it smooth. He said, when that girl come to work tomorrow, go tell her good morning. He said, like I say, make sure ain't nobody in there. He said, go tell her good morning, go talk to her. You know what I'm saying? Go be around her, kick it, keep making her laugh, G. He said, that's the key to it. He said, you laugh, you keep that girl laughing. Number one, you're going to be able to laugh a pack up out her ass. And number two, shit, if you get lucky enough, G, you might be able to laugh them drawers clean on up off her ass. So keep that girl laughing. So I'm like, okay. So she come back the next morning, but I'm geeked up thinking about it. I done got up early. I'm looking through the door and stuff. Now, she can pop the doors from the booth. She don't do that. She come in there this morning and start unlocking each doors individually. Bruh, I know I ain't tripping. She looked up there twice while she was unlocking other doors. So when she got up there, I was standing at the door. So as soon as she unlocked the door, I was like, good morning, Vanilla. And she started laughing. She was like, good morning, Chocolate. And then she walked off. When she got all the way to the end, she came all the way back. I seen her standing outside the door. I walked her to the door because my roommate was in there, so I ain't want to just feel me. So I walked her to the door. I stepped out. She was like, you gonna come talk to me today? I was like, yeah, hell yeah. She was like, okay. And she walked off, went back to the thing. While she walking off, I looked down there at OG. OG, listen, he's short, fat, bald head, tattoos everywhere. So I looked down there at OG. He talking about it. I said, man, you get your lame ass on. So I go down there, holler at her. We chopping it up. Out the blue, bro, this girl said, Bill, you smoke cigarettes? I was like, hell no. She was like, you smoke weed? I'm like, shit. What the hell you asking me that for? She said, man, I've been talking to you. You know damn well I ain't trying to play no setup game. She said, I'm just asking. I'm just trying to get to know you more. So I said, shit, yeah, I smoke weed. She was like, you do any drugs, pop pills, do any of that meth stuff? And she was like, and I'm not going to judge you because I like you. You know what I'm saying? I think you got to, like, you know what I'm saying, be friends with people anyway. So, excuse me, I wouldn't judge you about nothing, Bill. You could be honest. You could tell me straight up. You know what I'm saying? I said, hell no, I don't do no damn drug. He said, do I look like I do some damn drug? She gonna try to be funny. I said, hell no, because most people who do drugs, they be skinny as hell. She was like, boy, you sure looking kind of healthy over there. So we both started laughing. This one I had a little more weight on me, you know what I'm saying? So we both started laughing. So she was like, so Bill, what do you got going on? I'm like, shit, what you mean? She was like, what do you got going on in here? I was like, shit, I'm chilling. I'm doing my time. What you mean? She was like, I'm saying, like, you getting money or you fucked up? And bruh, now I might have had one soup in my box at this moment. And I was like, oh, hell no, baby, you know I'm getting money. Hell you mean? She was like, so you having paperwork and shit? I was like, hell yeah. She was like, so how you be getting it? Like, you be selling shit, like the weed and cigarettes and shit? I was like, weed, cigarettes, food, shit, phones, all kind of shit. I don't know why the fuck I lied, bro. I guess I just didn't want to look like a broke ass nigga. So she was like, Bill. I was like, what? She was like, come on, I just told you, like, we gotta build a friendship before anything. You know what I'm saying? She was like, you don't gotta lie to me. You can keep it real. She was like, shit, you never know. She said, I'm such a real ass bitch. I might be trying to, see what I might be trying to help you. Like, bro, you never know. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, no, I ain't lying. What I gotta lie for? She was like, Bill. I was like, what? She was like, you finna hurt my feelings. I was like, how? She was like, 'cause I know you lying. I said, how the hell you gonna tell me I'm lying? She said, Bill, I've been working in this prison for years. She said, it's just certain things. It's just certain things I can tell that, everything you just told me might not be true. So I was like, yeah, old school OG told me to be myself, but you know how that shit go, bro. We make mistakes. It is what it is. So I was like, she was like, Bill. So I'm like, what? So eventually she came out with the thing. She said, Bill, sometimes your hair don't be cut. And I ain't trying to be funny. I never disrespect you. I think you a very handsome man. She was like, but Bill, sometimes your hair don't be cut. Sometimes your clothes be wrinkled, don't have no creases in it. She was like, Bill, I done seen at least 2-3 store cars go by where you didn't go to the store, you didn't have shit, and I see you arguing with the store lady about $20 one day. She was like, B, I could tell, like, I know you ain't really got it, you know what I'm saying? And I was like, oh, nah, shit, it just, shit, baby, I was like 20, 21, bro. That was the dumbest shit I could have did, but, so she was like, so you got a phone? I said, yeah. She said, give me your number, Bill. She grabbed a pen. She said, I'm gonna call you when I get off. I was like, shit, I be changing it so much. I was like, I be changing it so much. I'm gonna have to go look at it and goddamn bring it to you. You know what I'm saying? But OG had a phone. You miss a whole lot, Slade. OG had a phone, so I really was finna go get his number. You know what I'm saying? So she was like, just show it to me. You ain't even got to tell me the number. Just show me the phone. I was all, no, I ain't showing no officer no phone now. She said, Bill, I'm asking you for your number. You think if you show me a damn phone, I'm going to tell on you? She said, you think I tell on people? She said, you know how many phones I see when I do count time? How many people I catch down bad on the phone? She said, shit, be all the way honest between me and you. Shit, I don't watch people get phones in before, Bill. And I ain't do nothing. So I don't care about no phone. I just want to see because I know I could be wrong because it is some dudes who be having all the motion and they don't give a damn about no haircut or no clothes. I done seen that too. She was like, but for some reason, it's something in my intuition telling me you lying to me. She was like, and I know you young, you know what I'm saying? Like when I look at your paperwork, Bill, you ain't even been in prison a full 2-3 years yet. You know what I'm saying? So it just make me not believe you. She was like, so just show me the phone. In my mind, it kind of pissed me off. I didn't really understand what was going on, but it kind of pissed me off because I'm looking at it like, why the fuck you so worried about if a nigga lying or not? If it don't even matter, so what? Like, you know what I'm saying? But I was just young, bro. I was young. And I was getting ready to tell her I'm about to go grab the phone and I'm gonna be back. And she told me, push off, push off. So I looked out the window to see if the lieutenant was coming. Nobody was coming. I said, what you say? She said, just go ahead. You can push off. Go ahead. I was like, shit, you want me to come back in a minute? She was like, nah, you ain't got to. Just go ahead. 'Cause I don't like that. I don't like stuff like that. Now I pushed off. I walked about 4 laps. I ain't even want to go tell OG what just happened, bro. I eventually go in there. I tell him what happened. Man, that man damn near had a heart attack. That man jumped up, act like he was swinging at me. He said, see, man, you so motherfucking stupid. You a dummy. You a dummy, G. G, you a dummy. You dumber than a shit sandwich, G. He said, nigga, that girl a motherfucking vet, nigga. She been dropping, nigga. The last nigga she was dropping for, he got transferred, stupid nigga. And the other nigga she started dropping for, the nigga got stabbed up or some shit. She stopped. He said, nigga, I told you be yourself. What the fuck is you lying for, G? Why would you lie? Why would you lie, C-Bill? I was like, bro, I don't know. I just ain't want to look broke. He said, dumbass nigga, she already know your stinking ass broke. I said, shit, oh. He said, nigga, you broke. You broke, G. You broke. You a broke ass, dumbass nigga, C-Bill. When I say this man was so mad, bro, he was out of breath. I'm talking about he was, You a broke ass, dumbass young nigga, see, Bill. That's what you is. You a broke. And I learned later on that he was stressing the word broke to me like that because he was trying to get me to see the picture. Like he was showing me the reality. Like, nigga, this is your real reality right now. This girl understands this, but she still likes you. And you being stupid done probably messed up anything you could have had going on. You know what I'm saying? So he kept stressing. He said, you a broke ass, dumb ass young nigga, C-Bill. That's the only thing you is. You can't think plus motherfucking go, C-Bill. I done told you, be yourself, bro. What the hell you lying, trying to make the shit sound like you a damn kingpin for? He said, okay, so what if the girl tell you, pay for my lunch and I'm gonna bring you something? What money you gonna pay for it with? What you gonna pay for it with, C-Bill? He said, you just was on my phone the other night calling your mama and daddy asking for $20, C-Bill. So, nigga, you can't even pay for your own motherfucking lunch. So how you gonna pay for her lunch, C-Bill? So I was just sitting there looking stupid as hell, bro. I think it hit me then. You know what I'm saying? It hit me then, bro. And I just dropped my head. He was still going on and on and on and on and on, bro. That man was not stopping, bro. He walked up on me. He said, G, listen, G. This what you do. This what you do, G. He said, don't let no time go by. Don't let no time go by. Don't wait. He said, push back up on her right now, G. I said, and say what? He said, listen. Shut your dumb ass up and listen. He said, G, push back up on her and say, I apologize for lying to you. I didn't want to look like a broke ass nigga. I didn't want to look like I'm a lame. I ain't got nothing going on in here. But I like you. I like your vibe. And I would like to continue kicking it with you. But if you not okay with that, I will respect it. He said, G, go now. Go now. Go out there, talk to her right now. Tell her that now. Don't even get her too much time to think. Don't get her too much time for another nigga come talking to her. He said, G, go now. So I'm like, hold on, bro. Hold on. I said, you want me to goddamn go out here and tell her I apologize, tell her I was lying. He said, dummy, she know you was lying, G. She already know you lying, C-Bill. She knew you was lying soon you opened your fucking mouth talking about you got some money and your clothes wrinkled, balled up. Looked like you just pulled them bitches out the trash can. Now, that wasn't that damn bad. Now, his ass was kind of capping. He just, hold on. So my clothes ain't look all bad like that. It just wasn't, you know, put together as it should have been because, you know, it was kind of down bad then. So he said, G, go now. Go apologize to her. Tell her you respect her. You know, you think she a good person. You don't want to lose what y'all was just trying to build or whatever the case. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, all right. He said, see me. When I turned around when I was walking that door, I was like, what's up? He said, man, you so fucking dumb, G. I don't know if I got no hope in you. He said, damn, man, I wish we had some fucking earpieces or something. He said, I wish you could have a little wire in your ear where I could hear everything being said and you could hear me when I cuss your dumb ass out and tell you don't say this, say that. He said, I don't even know if I got no hope in you, G. I said, man, watch out, bro. So I go out there. When I walked up to the booth, she was in the bathroom. I didn't see her. I looked around. I ain't see no other officer, so I just waited around. She came out the bathroom. I was like, hey, excuse me real quick. Come here real quick. So she was like, what? I was like, come here real quick. So she came over there to the thing. She came over there to the glass, bro. She was just staring at me like, she was like, what? And I put my head down in the flat. I was like, hey, I just want to tell you I apologize to you for lying to you. I said, yeah, I did just lie to you. I'm actually fucked up for real right now. I just ain't got nothing going on. But she was like, so why you lie, Bill? I was like, I just didn't want to look like a bum ass nigga. I didn't want you to like me and then you look up to me like you looking at me like, okay, Bill might got something going on. And then you find out I ain't got nothing going on. I have no money on, and then you might not like me no more. She was like, Bill, I knew you didn't have nothing going on. She said, this ain't the first prison I done worked at, Bill. She said, like, I can read the room. Like, I can real life look at everybody in here and I can about tell you who got something going on and who don't. She said, I know you didn't, Bill. She said, I just think you cute. I think you cool. You always quiet. You always by yourself for the most part. You be with the old man. I know the old man cool. And she was like, you know, I don't really see you crowded up with people doing dumb stuff. And she was like, shit, I like that. It stands out. She was like, but you ain't got a lot of me, Bill. And I was like, yeah, all right, well, I just wanted to come let you know that. And I was like, shit, if you want to still be cool with me, you know, maybe we could pick up where we left off. Then shit, I like that. But if not, if you want me to just leave you alone, I respect it. So she was like, tried to have the serious but the smile at the same time. I'm going to think about it. She talking about, give me 10 minutes. Give me 10 minutes. Come back. So I'm like, all right. So I go back in there to old school. I tell him what just happened. He said, oh, thank you, Jesus Christ. Oh, thank you, Lord, have mercy. The man linked all the way back in the damn seat, sliding his big, overgrown ass out the seat, putting his hands up in the air, done closed his eyes, doing his hands like this, talking about, thank you, Jesus. Lord, have mercy. Oh, thank you, God. Lord, have mercy. He said, oh, thank you, thank you. I'm like, man, old school OG, bro. It ain't even that serious, bro. You doing the most now, bro. He like, CB, you just so damn dumb. So now he telling me, you know, how to basically handle it from here. He just like, bro, don't ever lie to that lady again. Keep it real, bro. You know what I'm saying? He like, nah, if it's something, you know, too personal, like, you know, got something to do with your family. You don't want nobody in your business. You know, that's a different story. But something like this, he like, bro, don't be doing no damn lying, bro. So, yeah, man. Chunk of hell. So I'm like, yeah, all right, for sure. So I was getting ready to dip. I'm like, hey, give me an Al Green CD. He give it to me with no problem. Now he had the Al Green CD, Chris Brown CDs for sale, for real, for real. He gave me an Al Green CD. I went up there to the room by myself, put the tissue in the door, rolled him up, fired him up. This back when I was smoking Al Green heavy. When I say I got so high, that man OG gave me a nice amount. When I say I got so high, bruh, I was like, bruh, you know how you be so damn high? You know how you be so damn high where you want to go, where you start praying, asking God bring you down a little bit and you promise you won't never get this high again? Bruh, I was too high. Bruh, I didn't even know what to do. I went over there to the sink, got me a little water, sipped the water, came back to my bed, sat down on the bed, sitting up looking so stupid, linked down, laid on my side. Then I finally laid back all the way on my back. I was so high, bro, I ain't even wipe the room down, let the room air out, none of that, bro. Next thing you know, I go to him, 12 top range, cooler side. That's the side I was on, bro. I'm just knowing for sure it's not this girl. I'm just knowing it's somebody else. They finna come pop my top. Bro, when I say nervous, bro, I didn't know what to do, bro. I didn't know what to do. I jumped up out the bed, and then they started calling off the room numbers on where the officer is at. Like 2 rooms down from my room. The only thing I think to do is play sleep. But I fall straight back in the bed, make sure my leg covering the candy bar. I fall straight back in the bed, act like I'm like knocked out. The door swing up, I do like this, I corner my eye just a little bit, and I see it's her. And she said, oh, shit, Bill. Boy, you smoking that gas. Boy, you smoking that gas. Life should be on Cinemax movie. Bought my boo bigger tits and a bigger ass. She went to sing that 2 Chainz. So I go to acting like I'm waking up. I'm like, So she pushed the door wide open. My roommate come walking up. She was like, watch out. Don't come over here. Don't come over here. She said, I'm about to search this room. Don't come over here. Go ahead on. She said, you come in here, I'm finna call my lieutenant. Now I get super nervous. Now I'm like, bruh, everything OG been telling me been some bullshit. That's what I'm thinking. I'm like, bruh, he done got me to talk to this lady, this, and that. And bruh, this lady done came up here on the police shenanigans. So she walked in the room, so I'm like, getting ready to get up. She said, stay right there. I'm finna do me a little search. You can stay right there, you good. She walks in, like, to where my box was at, and bro, she reaches over to the back window. It's just a metal plate that you slide. She reaches over to that window and slide it all the way open. So I'm like, fuck. Then I got a fan on the floor. My roommate had a fan on his bunk, in the corner of his bunk. She reaches down to my fan, turned it on high. His fan turned it on high. I'm like, what the hell she got going on? She said, yeah, you need to let this shit air out. You don't need to be sitting up here in no room with it smelling like that. Like, after you smoke, nigga, if you gonna smoke, wipe these walls down, let this room air out. Don't be laying down on no high-ass shit. She said, which one of these boxes yours, Bill? So I point to which box mine. She opened the locker box up. Now, next to the locker box is a table with a chair. This one we still had the desk and the chair. Bro, she reached in there with 2 handfuls. Now, on my top shelf to the left, for years, I always had a whole lot of legal work. Because when I first came in the system, well, from the county jail, I was being charged with 6 counts of armed robbery, 6 counts of possession of firearm during commission of a crime, 6 counts of hijacking and 1 aggravated assault. But of course, a lot of that stuff, all praise to the Most High, a lot of that stuff got dropped and I didn't get accused. I didn't get found guilty of that. But I still had all the paperwork from that. So, bro, I had like 2, like my manila envelopes, they like individual sizes like this, but it totals up like this. This is just one shelf. And then there's one directly next to it. She reaches in there, she grabs all of my manila envelopes. She put 1 stack down on the table. She reaches and grabs the other one. She put 1 stack down on the table. And then there was a neck bag hanging in the middle. She said, this your neck bag? I said, yeah. She grabbed that too. She came over there and she sat down at the desk and she took my neck bag open. It ain't nothing but dirty clothes in it. And she turned it upside down and dumped all of it out on the ground. And she threw the net bag next to it. And she went over here messing with my paperwork. She said, Bill, I just wanted to talk to you. I just wanted to be in here with you. She said, but I can't just be in here like that. While she going through it, she like, I just got to make it look like, just in case they see me on camera or one of my lieutenants or something pop up in his dorm, it just look like I'm doing a search. She was like, so you good. You can stay right where you at. Bruh, so from where I'm laying like this way. Bruh, the desk is so close to the bed, I can literally stretch my arm all the way out and be touching her knee. She was that close. I keep on looking at her. She started laughing. She started smiling. She told me, Bill, why you keep looking at me like that? Why you keep looking at me like that, Bill? I was like, I'm just, you feel me? So she was like, so Bill, just tell me about you. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, your mama, daddy, you got kids, you got brother, sister, you had a girlfriend before you got locked up, you still got your girlfriend now. Like, just tell me. Bro, I am so high. Nigga, I can't even function for real. I'm lying there, I'm like, I done put my hand on my chest, cross my fingers like this. I'm like, yeah, hell yeah, my son, my dude now, you know what I'm saying? And she like, man, your ass tired. After I'm talking for a while, she like, Bill, your ass sleepy, Bill. You about to go to sleep. I said, nah, I ain't going to sleep. I ain't going to sleep. She like, yes, you is. I was like, no, I ain't. So we talking. And she go to telling me about her. She go to telling me about all kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? She go to telling me that she got a little girl And the baby daddy, some bullshit. He just got locked up. You know, she was just venting, bro. She was just telling me all kind of stuff. So, you know, we got to talk about it. And I ain't gonna cap, bro. I done dozed off like 3-4 times, bro. And I don't know if she noticed it or not, because it's like I doze off and I'll wake back up and she'll be talking about some shit, bro. I don't know what she talking about. I know one time she was saying something about she always wanted a son. She wanted a little boy. And bro, when my eyes closed, when my eyes opened back up, she was talking about some goddamn Febreze spray. Talk about her favorite type of Febreze spray. I was like, bro, what? You know what I'm saying? But I'm telling you, bro, I was out of there, bro. I couldn't even function. She asked me, what do I like or something like, is she my type or what do I like about her or whatever the case, you know what I'm saying? So I was telling her like what I like, whatever. And bro, I remember saying how beautiful I think your skin is. That's what I remember telling her and how clear her shit is. Bro, you know, like some people, like, even nowadays, bro, even the people that we say, damn, you got good ass skin, you still see something somewhere. You know what I'm saying? Like, shit, I think I got good skin. But you see this? You know what I'm saying? You see this, you see little stuff. Even the people that got good skin, bro, she didn't have none of that, bro. When I say none of that, I mean her skin was perfect, bro. I told her I like her skin. She started laughing. Bro, I dozed off again, bro. And when I woke back up, she was laughing. She was like, Bill, you was just asleep. I said, no, I wasn't. She said, Bill, I swear you was on my baby, you was just asleep. I said, how you gonna tell me? She said, Bill, nigga, you was snoring, I heard you. She said, Bill, you was like, and then she just bust out laughing. She said, then I hit the bed, and then you just woke back up. I said, nah. She said, but back to what I was telling you, though. And, bro, I looked up at her in her eyes, bro. I don't even want to tell y'all this. I looked up at this lady in her eyes, bro. And she was looking at me. And I promise you, this lady said, yeah, but like I was saying, you know, my skin, the way it is from all them facials. Bro, that shit went to ringing in my ear. Facials, all them facials. Nigga, what? You know what I'm saying? So I done kind of woke up. Now I'm like, you know, nigga I had to shake. What? All them what? She said, all them facials. I love facials. She said, I love me a good facial. That shit is so good, especially if you got you somebody who really know what they doing and they really know how to do it, because everybody don't know how to do it. Everybody think they just go throw shit on your face. She said, no, if you got a person that really know what they doing, she said, man, you get facial. She said, and they say it's not good for a girl to get more than 2 facials a month. She said, but I love that shit so much, I just get, shit, I'll go get a couple facials a month. I need y'all to understand that. Listen, it's 11 o'clock. Let me shut the hell up. Listen, at my young age, nigga, the only facial I had ever in life, I promise you, heard of. I ain't sick. How the hell I'm sick? Tati, how was I supposed to know? I didn't know no better. Y'all don't even know what I said. How y'all calling me freaky as hell? You don't even know. Okay, go ahead. Come on, what I said. Come on, chat. No, matter of fact, I ain't entertaining that. I'm about to continue with my story. At my young age, bro, the only facial I had ever in my life heard of was, you know, paint the face, goddamn. And I ain't talking about with a paintbrush or real paint either. And it has been rumored, you know, I've always heard this since I was a child. It was rumored that, you know, if a man paint the face of a girl, that it makes her skin good. Now, you know, as I get older, they like, that shit's a myth or whatever the case. Now, y'all know I would never know that because I'm I'm celibate. You know, I don't even participate in no form of sexual activities until marriage. But, bruh, at that age, I didn't know what the hell was going on. I said, you said facials. She said, hell yeah. Hell yeah, Bill. Went to licking her lip, bro. I swear to God, she licked her lips about 3 times. They was full lips. She had full lips. She ain't had them thin ass notebook paper lips. She had full, big, voluptuous lips. She had them real, them DSL lips. And if you know what DSL stand for, you's a nasty individual. But anyway, bruh, I said, you said facials. Bruh, she went to licking her lips. She said, yeah. Yeah, Bill, I love facials. I love facials, Bill. She said, whenever I had an opportunity to, you know what I'm saying, go get me a nice facial, she said, I love it, Bill. I'm talking about it ain't nothing like it. It just make my skin shine. It just make me feel so much more beautiful. I love a good facial. Man, I go to looking straight, go to thinking. I feel like, goddamn, you feel me? Gummy worm done turned from gummy worm to goddamn pair of pliers, goddamn. So I'm like, you feel me? So I'm like, shit. Man, I looked over at that lady and said, shit, baby, you talking about you love facials, you would get a facial anytime. I was like, shit, you could get one right now if you want it. I say, shit, all you gotta do, pull that door up, or I could just stand up, cause the box already open, you know what I'm saying? I could stand up, make it look like I'm in the box, or like I'm looking out the window. That lady looked at me, she was like, Bill. I was like, what's up? Smiling, what's up? She was like, you know what? I honestly don't think you know no better. She was like, honestly, you young, you high as hell, and you been falling asleep. She was like, but that is so fucking disrespectful, Bill. She said, that is so, so disrespectful. She was like, but I ain't even gonna hold it against you. But, you know, the fact that the first time you lied to me, painted a picture, this, and this, and then now I see that you looking at me like on some sexual, like I genuinely like you, Bill. You know what I'm saying? She was like, but I see now that you know where your mind at, and then the fact that you just said that to me, she was like, Bill, I'm straight on you, Bill. I ain't fucking with you no more. She was like, I'm serious, Bill. Like, don't come talking to me. Don't come trying to apologize to me. She said, I'm telling you right now, this is my word. She said, if you come saying anything to me, talking about you sorry, anything to me, she said, I'm gonna lie, I'm gonna call the police, I'm gonna call my lieutenant, and I'm gonna lie and act like you jacked on me or something. She said, I'm gonna just make up something. I'm gonna act like you jacked on me, you cussed me out or something. She was like, I just don't want to talk to you no more. I really don't even want to look at you. She said, that was so motherfucking disrespectful. And she put my paperwork down and walked out the room and closed my door. I said, oh my goodness, bro. When she walked out, I wasn't high no more. That shit blew my high. Bro, I said, oh my goodness, bro. OG comes to my room about an hour later. Bro, I didn't even leave out the room. He came to my room about an hour later. He came there, he said, CB. I said, what's up? He said, what's up, G? He said, G, I see you had her up here, G. She came in the motherfucking room, G. He said, boy, you doing good, G. You doing good, G. Boy, that boy big old C-Bill G. Big old C-Bill G. You doing good, G. I was like, yeah. He was like, what she was talking about, G? I say, shit, we was just kicking it or whatever. He said, she ain't say nothing about she trying to talk to you on the phone or nothing, G. I say, nah, I'm gonna holler at her later on before she dip. He was like, all right, G. So he leave out the room. Man came back in the room, was like, G, you want another Al Green CD? I'm proud of you, G. I'm proud of you, G. That boy big old C-Bill G. big old CBG. I'm like, nah, I don't even want no Al Green CD OG. I'm straight. I'm chilling. Just goddamn, you feel me? So, later on that day, like right before shift change, he pushed up on me. He like, damn, G, what's up? Why you ain't pushed up? You know what I'm saying? Woo. I was like, shit. Man, that shit over with, bro. I ain't even want to cap him down. He like, what you mean, G? I was like, man, that shit over with, bro. He said, what you mean? I said, man, it's over with, bro. He said, why would you say that, G? Shit was just going good. I said, oh, G, what is a facial? He said, what you mean? I said, if you heard the word facial, if you was talking to a girl and she said, you told her you like her skin, and then she said, that's because I take a lot of facials. And I love, hold on, bro, I gotta turn this light on. This shit, I know for a fact, I ain't tweet. Hold on. What? I be seeing shit out my peripheral. So I said, if you talking to a girl, you tell her you like her skin, and she say that's because I take a lot of facials, and I love facials, and I get a facial whenever I want to, and I take more facials than I know I'm supposed to take. I said, what would you think she mean by that? And when I said that, he said, CBL, don't, CBL. He said, G, that girl said something like that. I said, yeah, but I'm asking you if that happened to you, if the conversation went that exact same way. I said, I said, what would you think she mean by that? He said, CB, a facial, G. You don't know what a facial is? I said, yeah, a facial. He said, G, if you tell me, if I tell a girl I like your skin looks so nice, and she tell me that's just because I love facials, I get facials all the time. He said, I'm going to think that she always go to them folks who do facials. And they lay you down, they clean your face, they put the hot towel on your face, they clean out your pores, they scrub deep if you got acne. He said, that's what I'm going to think. And I ain't say nothing. He was like, G, what you say? He said, G, you fucked up for real. He said, what you say, G? What you say? What you said, G? And I told him what I said. He said, oh my God. He had a little hat on. He used to wear the little state hat. Man, that man snatched the hat off his head, threw the hat at me. He said, CBL, you was a dumbass nigga. You a dumbass nigga. He said, CBL, I'm finna stop fucking with your dumb ass. You finna make me not trust your fucking mind no more, G. He said, you dumber than a shit sandwich, G. He said, fucking facial is where they clean your fucking face, G. They get deep in your pores, they clean your shit out, G. He said, why the fuck would you say some shit like that, G? Why the fuck would you say some... G, you's a dumbass nigga, G. G, you stupid, G. You stupid. You just fucked up our whole possibility because you want to be a motherfucking horn dog. You gonna tell the damn girl you could get one right now. Man, that girl don't want to suck on that motherfucking endless shrimp. He said, man, you's a dumbass nigga, G. Man, that nigga called me a dumbass nigga for about the next month. Every day he saw me, he'll look at me and be like, you a dumbass nigga, CBL. CBL, you a dumbass nigga. He told me that day, he was like, I don't even know if I want you on my security no more, G. I don't even know if I could trust the way your mind is, because you a dumbass nigga, G. You a dumbass nigga, G. Then the man done went and put one of the brothers in my business. He step out the room, he called one of the brothers name. His name really don't matter, but I wanted to say it. It don't matter. Tall, dark-skinned dude, work out a lot. He called him in the room. He was an old school dude too, so he rocked with him. He know he ain't gonna run his mouth. He came in the room. He was like, G, if you talking to a woman, right? And he was like, okay. And he said, you tell her, baby, you got beautiful, clear skin. I love your skin. And she say, yeah, that's because I get facials all the time. I love facials. He said, what's the first thought gonna come to your mind? And the name he said is like an esthetician and an esthetician, whatever they pronounce them people. He said, I think she talking about going to the goddamn folks to get her skin care taken care of, make sure she cleaned out. He looked at me. He said, this dumb, stupid ass nigga had a damn girl talking to him. She say she get facials. This dumb ass nigga gonna say, you could get one right now if you want one. We could do this and this. I'll bust one on your face. He just added all kind of extra shit in there because I didn't even say all that. I'll bust one on your face right now. Whoop, whoop, whoop. He said, this horny ass, young ass, dumb ass nigga be so goddamn thirsty to try to say something to a female on some freaking shit. Nigga probably got the motherfucking endless shrimp anyway, bro. That's some dumb ass shit. And bro was like, damn, G, you fumble like that? I was like, bro, I never heard of a facial a day in my life. I promise you. I never in my life ever saw my mama come back and her skin look nice and clear, and she'd be like, yeah, I just went and got a facial. Them people got me right. Woo, 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 woo. I never dated a girl that told me no shit like that, bro, ever in my life. To this point, bro, I'm going to keep it all the way 1K. Bro, I just really learned, like, I just really started seeing it for real when I went and got a facial for the first time. And I'm talking about the goddamn from the lady. And this was some months ago. Bro, I had never in my life heard of this, bro. He said, damn, G, you fumbled the ball. He talking real cool, calm, and collect. OG like, he dumb, G. And he was like, nah, OG, don't do him like that. He ain't dumb. He said, man, this nigga dumb as fuck, G. I done took this stupid ass nigga up under my wing from the day I saw his dumb ass walking in this motherfucking dorm with his head down and his hair all nappy, looking scared as fuck, looking like he was scared somebody was gonna whoop his motherfucking ass. He said, I took this little dumb ass nigga under my wing and I done taught this nigga shit and showed this nigga shit and helped this nigga, and this nigga don't listen worth a fuck. He said, this is a dumb ass nigga, G. This nigga is real life dumber than a motherfucking shit sandwich. And then the other old school dude bust out laughing. And then he was like, y'all boys, hell, boy. Then he shot out the room. And OG walked over there to the desk, flopped down on the desk like a big ass potato. He flopped down on the desk. He opened his Bible and said, G, get out my room. I just don't want to talk to you, G. Get out my room. I'll call you. I'll call you if I need you. But right now, G, get out my room. Get out my room. I don't want to talk to you right now, G. You dumb as fuck, G. You dumb as fuck, G. And I said, OG, you can't be cussing. I was trying to be sarcastic. I said, OG, you can't be cussing, doing all that cussing with that Bible open like that. That man looked up at me. I just left out the room because I already know his ass halfway retarded. He done killed about 2-3 people. This is his third time in prison for life. He got his hopes up. He real life thought we was finna get a packing in. So I just walked out his room. I said, I ain't fucking with this nigga. And I wanted to go over there so bad and, you know, just express to her and apologize to her or whatever. But I just was like, she gave me her word. She said, I promise you, if you say anything to me, I'm going to have you sent to the hole. So I just was like, fuck it, it is what it is. But you know, but I was young. It is what it is. Players fuck up. Players fuck up. Y'all know how it go. Let me go read these super chats, then I'm out of here. It's my birthday tomorrow. What the feezy? Happy early birthday to Berlin. Let's see. Did this story have a grave on that bill? Damn, what the hell them super chats go? I know I seen some. I must have been scrolling too fast. Hold on. Bro, I don't see the super chats, bro. Hold on, I might gotta click this. Bro, where is the super chats? Hold on, y'all. Okay. OTB Jamil, appreciate that, family. My baby, the September 23rd, and this is my golden B-Day, that right? Early happy B-Day to y'all. Queen Pearl, appreciate that, family. Thanks for the support. Yeah, man, I love y'all, appreciate y'all. Hold on, let me get back to where I can see y'all comments. But Yeah, man. If you got positioning at a camp and you get transferred or you lose your position, it's complicated. It's so many things that are coming to factor. I can't really just answer that like that. But it's your boy Billiam. Love y'all. Appreciate y'all. OTB Jamil. What the feezy? Appreciate that super chat, famo. It's your boy Billiam. I'm out of here. Y'all do the right thing. Y'all already know that.